It seems like every day in Trump land that something odder and odder seems to happen, and we have just an instance of this right now. Apparently, a pastor in Chicago claims to speak for gangbangers in Chicago, and what he says is kind of unbelievable.
Daryl Scott, pastor, New Spirit Revival Center, and Black Trump supporter. But speaking of the community, let me just say this real quick. Omarosa, I told you I'm going to try to throw it in. I was recently contacted by some of the top gang thugs in Chicago for a sit-down. They reached out to me because they associated me with you.
Okay, so let's just take that for on the face of it. Whether let's say top gang thugs in Chicago. Okay. Secondly, if you're gonna reach out to someone, why would you reach out to this pastor guy? It seems kind of strange to me. Seems like a dubious concept. To begin with, I'm flabbergasted to start.
Respect you. They believe in what you're doing, and they want to have a sit down about lowering that body count.
Okay, so they want to have a sit down. So he's claiming that folks, that gang members in Chicago want to have a sit down with President Trump. Anybody else find this bizarre? My instant reaction is this guy. He can't tell. He can't be telling the truth. It just doesn't ring true at all.
A couple of weeks, I'm going in Chicago.
I think it's a great idea because Chicago is totally out of control. Absolutely.
Okay, and Trump immediately jumps on it. Of course, yeah, great idea. Implausible that this would ever occur or that there was ever any actual conversation between this guy and gangbangers from Chicago. Gangbangers from Chicago. I just don't buy this.
I let them know, I said, we got to lower that body count. We don't want to talk about anything else. Get that body count down. And they agree that the principles, they can do it. These are guys straight from the streets, no politicians, straight street guys, but they're going to commit that if they lower their body count, we'll come in and we'll do some social programs. So they're in agreement.
Okay, so we have gang members negotiating for social programs. I guess it's possible. They are. But I just exchanging all of this makes no sense to me, and I can't quite wrap my head around why this is taken seriously at the moment. A bit more from CBS Chicago.
We're going to solve the problem, and what you're doing is the right thing. Then we're going to solve the problem for them because we're going to have to do something about Chicago. Because what's happening in Chicago should not be happening in this country.
But they want to work with this administration.
Good.
They want to. They reached out. I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me. They want to work with this administration. They believe in this administration. They didn't believe in the prior administration. They told me this out of their mouth.
All right, good.
But they see hope with you.
I love it.
Daryl.
So I would think that most gang members in Chicago, one of the blackest cities in America, would be black, mostly black and Latino, mostly. Stereotyping, but for the most part. I cannot imagine under any circumstances that they would trust Donald Trump. Could you? I honestly, it just seems like a bizarre fairy tale of a concept. But we do seem to be in Alice in Wonderland right now, so maybe we're just in Looking Glass world.